This is the most accurate PPSH 41 in Black Ops 6, and it also has the maximal damage range. This thing is genuinely a pocket AR. Like, it statistically is the best SMG to be using at long range. It just has a little bit of a crazy recoil pattern, so we are going to be bringing that back down while also still keeping the mobility up, since we are using a brand new attachment. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think there's a better PPSH 41 build out there. Like, I've completely mastered this weapon. It's going to be a very good build for multiplayer and for Warzone. Now, if you guys are curious of my overall perk setup that I was rocking in the multiplayer gameplay, got the flat jacket shadow quartermaster with the ghost, made it a whole lot easier to get that tactical nuke. Now, for the first attachment, the new attachment that has been here since day one, this is going to be the agility stock. Typically, we go with the ergonomic, the combat, or the quick draw one, but in this case, we're going to be using the agility just because the ADS speed on this gun is pretty slow. It absolutely is so annoying and it gets me killed a lot of the time, but I don't want to just focus on the ADS speed. I want to make the strafing speed a little bit faster, which, you know, you can kind of do with some of these other attachments like the ergonomic stock, which is going to help with our slide to fire speed and that strafe speed. But since the slide to fire speed wasn't impacting me as much as the ADS speed was, I tried out the agility, and it really does make the weapon so much easier to use, since we get about 9% more for the ADS movement, and then we get about 24% for the ADS speed. And so it really does make it so you can snap onto the targets and stay on target a whole lot easier. I highly recommend that stock. Now, this gun, or just on every SMG, we typically do use the long barrel, just because the bullet velocity, once it hits like 500 for an SMG, that is more than enough. You typically don't need that. But with this gun, because the damage range is already better than all the other SMGs, like this thing kills faster than all the other ones, we need to improve the hit registration. And so the reinforced barrel, in my opinion, is actually going to be a little bit better in this case, because we get that bow velocity and that damage range. And so now when you are actually taking advantage of how the weapon can be used, you're not going to be at a disadvantage because your shots are going to connect very well. So definitely use the reinforced on the PPSH. Do you want everything in Call of Duty without having to play the game? Then you should check out my long-term sponsor, Guapsi. Guapsi is a team of real players that will load onto your account to legitimately grind anything that you wish. And this goes for all the recent Call of Duties and many other games. They will even get you iridescent so you can flex all the cool rewards. Seriously, there's no risk involved because they don't use an unlock tool. They legitimately play in your account. And I've been with them for a long time and haven't seen a single negative review. And so if you want to save your time and energy, check out guapsi.com. For the next attachment, we're going to be going over to the muzzle, and we are going to be rocking that compensator. I was going to try to do a build with the monolithic, but since it already has a very good damage range, and with that barrel we already have enough bow velocity, we don't really need to rock the monolithic. I would rather just use a suppressor if I'm trying to stay off the radar. But in this case, because I'm going for a very low recoil build and I want to use it like an AR as well as an SMG, I'm going to be using the compensator, which makes the weapon very good up close. If you're only using the weapon at long range, that's when the ported is going to be better. But since, you know, it's a versatile SMG, we got to rock the compensator, giving us that nice gun kick control and that vertical recoil while the barrel's, you know, increasing that range. Then we got the mobility. Now from here, we're just going to fine tune the weapon a little bit more. I tried out the Ranger and the gun was just a little bit too bouncy. And yes, up close, it was easier to get up close. Sometimes I would get less dead slides because I could move around faster, but I was doing better with the vertical foregrip. It really allows you to rip those enemies off the head glitches, especially if they are a little bit better at the game. And so now you guys can see that the ADS speed is not the best, but it is somewhat snappy. And then that recoil control is pretty simple. If you use a sight, it is going to be a little bit easy to use, but then you got to rock the gunfighter, which I don't recommend. But if you do want to make the weapon super good, I would definitely rock the gunfighter. Like I will give you a class basically is what I'm saying. And so just the vertical was what I recommend. And then the last attachment, completely up to you guys. So if you already don't really need extra ammo, genuinely go over to the fire mods, add the recoil springs, then you can honestly do the suppressor. Or if you don't mind being on the radar, then you could take advantage of using the Ranger Foregrip. What I still do in my own games is that I just add the recoil springs and it just makes the weapon that much more accurate, so then I really don't miss any shots. And yes, I do run out of ammo a decent amount, but it's not really too impactful. And so I just am a fan of like the very low recoil guns, even though I could increase the mobility a little bit more. That being said, here's the lowest recoil 5 attachment PPSH. And then if you guys do want some extra ammo, which I feel like most of you guys do need the extra ammo, and you don't need the extended mag 2 and stuff like that, so just rock the extended mag 1. This is also going to be a very popular build that I think probably majority of you are going to use, just because it sucks having to run out of ammo. And then if you are rocking the gunfighter, that's when you can make the weapon extra good. We're going to be going over to the congestion. We're going to go over to the firebots, add the recoil springs. You could do the overpressure, then add the long barrel, but I still recommend recoil springs over all that. Then for the laser, use the Strelok laser, so then it increases your hip fire to ADS accuracy. And so now we have basically a faster ADS, and you can use this thing across the map. Like, it is really, really enjoyable. And then last attachment, obviously, you probably just add an optic and then use that. You know, for this gun, let's do that purple dot. So definitely take a screenshot of that. With all the yapping out of the way, let's get into the tactical nukes. Yo, ladies and gents, we're back on the nuke town, which, given, I think this is going to be one of my last times on it, because we have the new season update pretty soon. And by the time you're watching this, it might already be the new season update. This is still a phenomenal class though, because they don't add new attachments into the game. So, you know, this is the class that we were using day one of the PPSH coming out, just because there's not too much variety within the game, but still a fun game. Still a great game. One of my more favorite Call of Duties. Although, nothing's going to beat Modern Warfare 3. And as you guys can see, we do have some TDM, which typically I don't like TDM unless I see everybody vote for TDM. If everybody votes for TDM, I'm like, okay, these enemies definitely aren't that good. That means they have witnessed what it's like to get spawn trapped on Nuketown, and they just do not want to go through that ever again. No, honestly, I didn't even beat a fault pro. We could have kept on going too. I was about to get the harp. Okay, we got the war machine though. Let's go, bro. The PPSH definitely a very, very fun gun. Very, very enjoyable to use. Honestly, this is gonna set us up perfectly. And I haven't really ever done the endurance TDM Nuketown. This kind of works out. We got a little bit of a new thing for us, but we got Bushwhacker doing the slide to a prone. Have they fixed that? No, they haven't fixed it yet. Bro, they need to fix that. Except for if you do like slide only, it does work. Bro, that was satisfying. And then we come over here. We're gonna let that guy sit there just to give his team a little bit of confidence. What the guys, what are we doing? No, they're so good at the game. No one's better than these enemies. I got optic scump on the other team. Bro, it's just too satisfying, bro. It's just too satisfying. The gun doesn't move. We're gonna throw down another one of these proxy mines. We're gonna get the AFK man. We're gonna chuck a proxy right there. They should be. I don't want to play too aggressive, but I need to play aggressive. That's the guy that kills you off the streets every single time. Okay, we are on that ruthless, about to get that war machine. I think spawns are flipping. We have the best SMG, the best gun at range in the game. But you see that? It doesn't move. You don't miss. This class doesn't miss. I think they're still trying to kill the enemy up here. I definitely got to be a little bit careful. Okay, I'm not getting shot at. I think he has got a sniper. The reason I haven't pulled out the heartbeat. Whoa, Mafia! No, Mafia, you should not be able to do that. No, Mafia, there is no way you actually. That was incredible. Did they give up? I think they gave up. But bro, my PPSH just too much. Teammate, you're gonna blow my cover. That is why I will never play hardcore. People ask me why I don't play hardcore. That's the exact reason. You know how many times I die from my teammate just shooting me? It's incredible. I don't have any aim assist. That's the smokes. I just got a triple with that. That's how many. 3 people came up here. Gonna chuck this back over here. We're gonna fall off again. Fuck! Now we still have so much time. Okay. Basically, my teammates, they aren't playing the game. This is perfect. So then now I can just get every kill. I'm just trying to thicken this plot for us, boys. That's all we gotta do. Got a nice little kill chain. We got all the enemies actually just pushing the inside of the building. You have to push. You have to push. I'm in your spawn. No. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get the nuke here. I'll see you in the next one. Okay. Oh, we got, yeah, see this guy, he's gonna get fucking railed. Boom. And we just keep spawn trapping. Let that guy go forward. Teammate, you need to move your fat ass. Thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you. That dude loves laying down. He's just rubbing his dick all over the... Sorry, I'm not gonna say that. He's just rubbing his knees on the floor. Same with that guy. I'm always curious, like, what's going through the minds of these players. Like, when I'm absolutely railing them, what are they thinking? Like, are they stressed out? Actually, in rank play, like when I go against some top 250s and some, you know, if I'm having a bad day and I'm just getting railed, I start blacking out. I just can't think, and I start doing the same thing over and over. And the other team's probably just laughing, having a good time. But I got a new controller now, so I'm actually hitting my shots. Things are a little bit different nowadays. Which I do want to get a battle beaver. But I was looking, bro. You can customize it up to $500. That is insane. What the hell? Do they know I'm here? Do they know I'm here? Check every corner. Oh! Get the hell out of the house! Gotta be very careful right now. See, I'm just kind of shooting where enemies typically are. And somehow it's working. We just dodged all those bullets. We should have died. See, I love to shoot it over that wall until they're spawn, and you're so good. Guys, you gotta stop with the flashes, bro. You gotta stop, please. I understand what's happening. You want to give up, but like, just let a brother see. I want to push in deeper, but they're getting a little bit nervous, and so I feel like I gotta let them push up, let them get some confidence. Should have been a collateral. That was pretty sick. What? Oh no, dude. Okay, this is a little bit tough because we have the guy sitting up in the house. So then so then that means we can't really push. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. This is great. This is perfect. Everything's going perfect. No, this guy's still in the house. He's downstairs. Okay, we clear it. I see the guy on the railing. There's a guy downstairs. I think this is the move. We have to camp this. Never mind. No, we're Cerberus with the... He's the best shotgun player in the world. Say I bond with the turtle? No wonder where I haven't got a fucking nuke yet, dude. That was a horrible joke, sorry. Okay. Now one guy that was sliding, not him, but the other guy knows that we're up here. I think that's him. He's for sure just going to be pre-aiming this, so I'm just going to throw down a proxy mine right there. See if I can kill them when they're coming downstairs. It's a little bit hard for them to like pre-aim this. I didn't even know that was him. I got insanely lucky. Spawn's flipping. Boy, where there's that one enemy that just slides. Typically they're all sliding, but we found a nice one. We found a nice lobby. Okay. I'm for sure watching this a little bit. So coolest jump. Nobody's gonna beat that guy. He's probably gonna impact grenade me. Stop! I'm so sorry. Holy shit, bro. They're like, oh, you're behind that truck? Absolutely not. We are not going behind that truck ever again. Collateral? Wait, we're on a brutal? Wait a minute. Pause. Eh. Oh, I'm so scared right now. Just because, bro, they just started like getting some crazy weird map control. I just, yeah, see? Bro, he's shouldering that. Nobody shoulders that. Everyone just runs out there. I'm gonna make sure they don't spawn in behind me though. Because I know the game. Yeah, so you got this guy. Thank you for the nuke. Jesus, was it that hard? Was it that hard? Just let me press into you. Thank you. Wait, no, that sounds insanely crazy. And now we can just relax. Completely relax. We got metal face. Watch this random nade. He literally misthrows this. No, that was a perfect nade. So we get the one. How many more do we need? I think 16 more kills. Oh, no, no. Yes, he's mounted. No, how do you beat that? How do you beat? You slide in there. That is how you beat it. And then you flip the spawns. Is that an enemy chopper? That's a teammate. You know what, teammates? You guys are doing great. I'm so proud of you guys. Infinite health glitch. Bro, I actually love this grip. Because like now I can hip fire and ADS faster. I have a little bit of a slow slide to fire speed, but if you're just playing like how I'm playing, bro, it's perfect. You're high. Or that's just his natural state of being. Okay, teammate, we're gonna call in Harp. We're gonna call in War Machine. Boom. One guy downstairs. Teammate, move your fat ass. Respectfully. Dude, my teammates might drop a nuke too. I hope they don't drop it before me because, bro, they're going absolutely crazy. No, I got you. I got you. You know what? You're in their house. You're making sure they don't go up there. You weren't checking behind, but you know what? I got you. Okay. Oh, if you guys haven't seen second channel, definitely check it out. A lot of people that came from that second channel don't even know I have this channel. What the hell? What the hell? No! I should have known. Blood. Where else would this guy be? Where else could this guy possibly be at? That's the most normal location. I think my next video for the season is going to be a CR56 and then a kilo. That's how we wrap it up. And then we start off the new season with the best C9 class. And then we go back and do the AMAX again. And we're, you know, I'm going to try to upload every single day until the end of the year. Actually, no, I'm lying. But for the most part, bro, I got to get the death machine out ASAP. Bro, that thing looks so fun. I've yet to use it. I know, I'm doing the thing that I hate. I pushed in there. I should have sat on the left side. Too simple? Okay. We don't have any time left. So that's enough time to get it one more nuke. Because we don't need any time to get a nuke. We're going to speedrun it. We're going to get this absolute fast-ass nuke. Never mind. Wait. Yeah, I don't know. No. Is he on the balcony with me? He is. And he couldn't figure out how to knife me. I don't even want to know what he was trying to do. That was actually disappointing. That hurt me. Dude, fucking shoot him. What are we doing? Okay, yeah, we got to call this. So we're falling off a little bit. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. It's too simple. We get these nukes any day of the week. I wish when you did the inspect, the nuke would still show up there. At least we get the nice little reload in there. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let's see. 144-19. I ain't too shabby.